Good morning, doctor and everyone. I'm Loke Pei with the Matric Number 2699553. Today, I'm going to present the infographic that we have done for the courses BPMN 3123 Management Ethics. I'm one of the member from Group YYDS from Management Ethics Group H. The video that we have chosen for our infographic is named as Separate Business from the Personal. In this video, I would like to explain several parts. So let us begin. So the first part that I would like to present is about the synopsis or the storyline of the video versus a separate business from the personal. The chart below illustrates the storyline of this video. There are three main characters in this video who are Jane, Kay, and Alex. The video begins with these three main characters sitting in a cafe and start to chat. In the conversation, Jane found that Alex and Kay are getting to marry soon. And Jane found that Alex seems under the weather and very tired. And Kay answered that this happened to Alex because Alex do two jobs. After the chatting, then Jen back to the office. At the workplace, Jen found out that Alex has been involved in fabricating quotes and awarding purchase orders to a bogus firm that he secretly set up. And Jen decided to have a talk with Alex. And after this, Jen and Alex went into a conference room. In a conference room, Alex begged Jen to help him keep this secret because he explained that he needs extra money for the wedding expenses because the wedding expenses is a huge cost. Alex also told Jen that she should consider the friendship between her and Kay and consider the consequences bring to Kay if he has been arrested by the ICAC. In this case, an ethical dilemma occurred where Jen is very struggled that if she need to report Alex's action to her company, ICAC, or she need to turn a blind eye on Alex's action. After the consideration, Jane chose to turn a blind eye for Alex because she considered the consequences and the friendship between her and Jane. Before the end of the video, as a viewer of this video, we notice that the action of Alex that fabricate quotes and awarding the purchase order to his own bogus firm, and the action of Jen that chose to turn a blind eye for Alex's action is both action of them are unethical. At the end of the videos, Alex has been arrested by ICAC, while Jen has been suspended due to her action that might conspire with Alex, although Jen didn't receive any advantages or benefits from Alex. Next, let's take a look. What is ICAC that I mentioned just now in the first slide? ICAC is also known as Independent Commission Against Corruption. It's an institute that aims to protect public interests, prevent breaches of public trust, and guide the conduct the public officials. There are three main functions of ICAC, where ICAC try to investigate and expose the corrupt conduct in New South Wales and SW public sector, and they try to also provide advice and assistance to prevent corruption in the company, and they also try to educating the New South Wales community and public sector about the corruption and the effects of corruption that bring to themselves. In Malaysia, the Malaysia Anti-Corruption Commission, or we known as SPRM, Suruhanjaya Pencegahan Rasuah Malaysia, play the same role as ICAC in Hong Kong that we refer in the video. Generally, corruption is a term that we refer to the dishonest behavior by an individual that use their position of power, such as manager or government officials. Next, we can learn some ethical lesson from the video. Let us take a look for the ethical lesson that we could learn from this video. The first ethical lesson that we can learn is when corruption and bribery happen, the wrong reason are often given for decision make. In the video, the wrongdoer also in this context of ethical lesson, we can see in the context of Alex. In the video, Alex acts as the wrongdoer in this video has been given many reasons for his corrupt action, which he explained to Jen to help him to keep his secrets due to the reason that she need a huge cost for his wedding expenses, and she told Jen to consider the friendship between Jen and Kay and the consequences bring to his wife, Jen, Kay, after if he has been arrested by ICAC. This is because people who are lack of morality are most likely to make unethical decisions with wrong reasons, such as Alex. Next, in the context, if we see in the context of Jane should separate business or work from personal. It's because when we found when we found out that there is either our family or friends had involved in the corruption issue, we should report their acts to the institute such as ICAC or the company. For instance, in the case in this video, Jen should not turn a blind eye for Alex's action, and she should separate business from personal and report Alex's action to ICAC or her company. Due to her action that turned a blind eye for Alex, and she has been suspended with her action. The last ethical lesson that we could learn is losing freedom and human rights if a person has been engaged in corruption, such as Alex has been arrested by ICAC. Moreover, we also can learn some prevention that we can implement to reduce the case of corruption. First, we should be familiar with the law and other regulations. As employers, the organization must comprehend and keep up to date with the anti-bribery and anti-corruption ABAC legislation and regulatory environment in their jurisdiction. They also must ensure that they operate their company operation are always fall within the legal boundary, where they should make sure that the employer or the company should not play the role in corruption, because the risk that brings by the corruption is very huge, and the consequences of corruption is very in the negative side, because the corruption is an unethical action. Besides that, we also, as the prevention, we also must ensure the whistleblower are protected. So what is whistleblower? Whistleblower is a person who informs a person or organization that act as a wrongdoer that engaging in an unlawful or immoral activity. After we identify the importance of whistleblower in the workplace, we can see that a G20 Anti-Corruption Working Group ACWG has been established in 2010. We also should evaluate the company policy regularly to make sure that the operation of company and our employees always within the regulation boundary that fulfill with the ABAC policy framework. Lastly, we also should communicate and train employees for example, we should train employees to practice their ethical manner in the workplace to reduce the corruption. So that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Bye.